Baja, California. That lovely peninsula off of western Mexico that's known for fresh seafood and delectable Mexican cuisine. And my hypothesis is that one day some white American dude went down there, ate the food, and said, how can I steal this and make a bunch of money? And that leaves us here at Baja Fresh. And we're gonna see how fresh Baja can be. My name is Wax, I eat at regular places, and this is Chain Reaction. I ordered $50 worth of food here at Baja Fresh. That's why they gave me this many chips. They assumed that I was eating with a group. Just me though.
What about me?
Yev too, but he doesn't get to eat anything. I just got a Mr. Pibb. It's like Dr. Pepper, but not as famous, which makes sense because it never got its doctorate degree. But I noticed that Mr. Pibb is no longer called Mr. Pibb. Now it's just called Pibb. I need to Google this. 18 years ago they took off the Mr. and I am just now getting privy to the fact that it's just called Pibb Extra. But in my heart, and in the heart of most Americans, it's still Mr. Pibb. And I can tell why it's called Mr. Pibb and not Dr. Pibb. It tastes like Dr. Pepper, a little less sweet, a little less flavorful. I guess Mr. Pibb, when he got his doctorate degree, he became Dr. Pepper. You know how like there's Billy and then Bill, or like Little Tommy, and then when he gets his doctorate, he's Dr. Thomas Arnold, or whatever the fuck his last name is. Pibb is like the shortened version of Pepper. Like anybody I've ever known whose name was Pepper, when you're in elementary school, you always called him Pibb. I like to twirl my tortilla chips like a fine Chablis. We're gonna do a salsa taste test real quick. This is the super spicy something salsa. That is fantastic. Next up we have the green salsa, aka the salsa verde. It's apple. It's apple. It's a green apple, like green apple drink, you know what I mean? Green apple like lollipops and shit like that. Didn't expect that. An unexpected apple. It's kind of like when a woman's pregnant, 9 months go by, she's about to have a baby, push, push, push. She's like, is it a boy or is it a girl? And then they pull out an apple. And you're like, how is that even possible? That's totally unexpected. Exactly. My order's ready. We got a real smorgasbord of food here at Baja Fresh. First we got the steak Baja burrito, the shrimp taco. This is the Americano taco with carnitas. These are the chicken taquitos, the barbecue chicken Baja salad, the cheese nacho. Let's try the steak Baja burrito. I feel like Barack Obama with how he used his thumb, like, look, this burrito is pretty good. The American people think that this burrito is fantastic. Look, it might come from Mexico, but a lot of our best citizens come from Mexico. I've been to Baja many times. I've been to Rosarito, Ensenada, Tijuana, and they really do have fresh food down there. And there's something about the guacamole that tastes really fresh to me, man. The guacamole is amazing, but the steak is very chewy. If you remember, I did an episode on Sizzler, and I swear that Sizzler and Baja Fresh must have the same hookup for steak. I think the guy who gives Baja Fresh their steak has a side business where he makes fruit roll-ups, because I can't really tell the difference between the texture of a fruit roll-up and this steak. It like turns into like a long rope that you can't really get down in your esophagus too well. The Baja burrito has two ingredients that one is very high quality and one is very low quality. It almost seems like one of them like really married up, you know what I mean? It's like that dude who married Britney Spears back in the day, who was just like her backup dancer or something. Like he really stepped it up to be with something like that. In this analogy, Britney Spears is the guacamole and the other dude is the steak. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give this steak burrito the rating of oops, I'm not gonna eat it again. I'm excited about this one, y'all. I'm really excited about the shrimp taco. Not bad. I don't know if the salt on this shrimp is from the salt water of the Pacific Ocean or if they just added a bunch of extra salt. It's hard to say. Yev is trying to make an analogy with the saltiness of the shrimp. Say that again?
It's like the Warriors losing to the Raptors. It's like, it's because like they're representing America, not just the Bay Area, and they lost to Canada.
That sounds like a bunch of nonsense to me. He might as well be writing hieroglyphics on a cave somewhere in Egypt, because that's foreign to me. I'm gonna rate this shrimp whatever Yev said in terms of his NBA reference. Next up to bat, we got the Americano taco. And no, it's not a taco with a shot of espresso and hot water. I put carnitas on it, you know what I'm saying? Look at that. This is actually more what a shrimp looks like in the wild, you know? There's a little bit like Texas in that. I mean, I know Texas is close to Mexico, but this really tastes like some Texas-style barbecue with a little bit of a Mexican sheen, sauce-wise. The Americano taco has a very Taco Bell-ness to it, you know?
Which is still the best.
Yev likes Taco Bell better than Baja Fresh or Chipotle. I mean, I grew up on Taco Bell, so I can't complain, but I can say that this is Taco Bell-esque. This is Taco Bellian. This is Taco Bellese if it was a language. This is the fried chicken taquito. Anybody that knows anything about the Spanish language knows that when you add ito to the end of a word, it just means the smaller version of whatever it was on the front. So there's a taco, and then there's a taquito. There's a judge, and then there's a Judge Ito. Judge Ito was the guy who presided over the O.J. Simpson case. He was a little guy. Yev just had a little bug on him. Speaking of the Ito thing at the end, if you think mosquitoes are bad, wait till you encounter the giant blood-sucking flying creature that is the Moscow. That makes sense to you, right? Let's try the taquito in some manguito. Shall we, to? If there was a fucking mass shooting right here, right now, I'm good. Take me to heaven, quickly. Put me on a fucking escalator straight up to the big guy. Knock, 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 I'm at the fucking pearly gates, because this shit is delicious. Wow, so sweet, so crunchy. This mango salsa with this taquito is more like a chicken cobbler. Let's try these pinto beans. These pinto beans have like cheap... I want to make another old reference, the Ford Pinto. Even before my time, but when I was a kid, when there was like a bad car, they'd be like, oh, that's like a Ford Pinto. But these beans, though they might be named after the same thing that car is named after, or maybe that car was named after a bean. I don't know why the fuck they would do that. But this is not of that caliber. It's quality beans. Since people thought the Ford Pinto sucked, I'm gonna rate this the Lamborghini Pinto. More like Lamborghini, give me some to put in my fucking mouth. I think I've been saying fuck a lot in this. I don't know anything about the origin story of nachos, but looking at this plate, I could almost 100% guarantee it had something to do with marijuana. Some dude got real stoned and was like, what do I got, man? I got a bunch of stuff. Put it all in the fucking oven, or do I have an oven? I don't know. Just put it in the fire and then just get it out later tomorrow morning. And then he came up with this. This is a combination of black beans, guacamole, pico de gallo, and cheese. A common mistake with nachos is that you don't eat them immediately after they're given to you or immediately after you make them. Because you can see here, Yev, much like the animal style french fries at In-N-Out, this nacho is really formed like a coral reef type of situation. You want that cheese to be melty. You want that cheese to, you know, melty like pizza cheese. You don't want it to be like rubbery. Letting cheese harden is like letting ice cream melt. It's not the level of solid that it was intended to be eaten at, you know what I mean? I like mozzarella sticks, and like nachos, mozzarella sticks are best when it's like a liquidy center. You know how there's three forms of matter? Solid, liquid, and gas? Super melted cheese. Is that a solid or is that a liquid? Answer in the comments. Now that I'm completely full, let's try the barbecue chicken salad. When it comes to barbecue chicken, what's the most important ingredient, Yev?
The barbecue.
The barbecue sauce, exactly, Yev. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm gonna hypothesize that this barbecue sauce somehow originates from Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. They might put a little extra shit in it, but I think they dump a bunch of Sweet Baby Ray's and then maybe put like a little extra pepper in it or something. Since it tastes like Ray's, I'm giving this barbecue 5 sunshines. I gave this salad 5 sunshines since it tastes like Ray's. Yev said it should be a Ray Ray, like a baby. And I said that was an old reference, but I did reference O.J. Simpson and Judge Ito, so what am I talking about? Well, I officially can't eat anymore, so I'm gonna offer up my saliva-ridden leftovers to Yev and get the fuck out of here. What can I say about Baja Fresh that hasn't been said about Yev's sister's dog? It's pretty good. I give this place an 8.5 out of 10. Now I'm gonna go home and just hang out.